Our first headline tonight: flight operations at El Paso International Airport have resumed after a temporary shutdown earlier today when federal authorities reported a suspected unmanned aerial threat near the airfield. The Federal Aviation Administration halted departures and arrivals as a precaution while law enforcement investigated, disrupting travel for hundreds of passengers. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported, and airport officials confirmed that all flights are now back in the air without further incident. The situation remains under review as investigators continue to search for the source of the threat. In Washington, debate over trade policy took center stage on Capitol Hill. The U.S. House of Representatives voted today on a measure that would prevent legal challenges to tariffs imposed on Canadian imports, a highly contentious issue among lawmakers and industry groups alike. The proposal was rejected, maintaining the legal avenues for disputes over cross-border trade taxes. Supporters of the tariffs argue they protect American jobs and industry, while opponents say they strain relations with close allies and raise consumer costs. The issue is expected to resurface as both parties prepare for upcoming trade negotiations. Turning to national politics, a grand jury in Washington declined to indict several Democratic lawmakers connected to controversial order authorizations tied to military and defense operations. The decision marks a significant development in what has been a highly scrutinized investigation, drawing sharp reactions from leaders on both sides of the aisle. Supporters of the lawmakers say the outcome vindicates their actions, while critics maintain that more accountability is needed in how orders are authorized and executed. The Department of Justice has not ruled out additional inquiries. On the international front, diplomatic discussions involving former President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are drawing renewed attention, particularly regarding security concerns in the Middle East. Officials say talks will address rising tensions with Iran and efforts to de-escalate conflict in Gaza. While the United States remains committed to regional stability, allies and adversaries alike are watching closely as negotiations continue. In economic news, the stock markets saw a modest climb today, with the Dow Jones and S&P 500 posting gains as traders reacted to a new batch of corporate earnings. Analysts point to stronger than expected performance in the technology and consumer sectors as key drivers. However, inflation concerns persist, and many economists urge caution as interest rates remain a top concern for borrowers and investors. Closer to home, weather officials are forecasting mixed conditions across the country this week. Northeastern states can expect snowfall and below-average temperatures, while the South sees milder conditions with rain showers predicted later in the week. Travelers are advised to check local forecasts and plan accordingly. In sports, college basketball continues to heat up as teams jockey for tournament positioning, and NFL off-season rumors are already circulating ahead of the draft. Fans are closely watching players' performances and potential moves as the spring sports calendar approaches. Finally, in community news, local organizations across the country are stepping up with initiatives to support affordable housing and small business growth. City leaders are hosting forums this week to engage residents and business owners in economic development plans.